What's going on, fellow A-Plusers? It's your host, Adam Perez, back once again with a brand new episode of WrestleManiacs podcast. We are here to go ahead and give you guys our prediction for this weekend's Elimination Chamber as the road to WrestleMania continues. We got the whole crew here today. Datila, of course, coming through, and our bro, Gamer Peroski. What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys and gals, I should say. We're getting pumped for Elimination Chamber this week at 4 a.m. Central Time here. So I'll be up live watching it. So definitely it'll be a fun time for sure.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah, you committing to it, huh?
Definitely got to. We got to see who wins the chamber. Got to know what's going on.
First off, I gotta say, Josh, I'm liking the setup so far. It seems like it's coming together, man. You got the mic, everything going, the TV in the background. It's looking good, man.
Slowly but surely, we'll get there.
That production value just continuing to rise, y'all. Listen, if you want to support us in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know we're not doing this live. I would say give us some super chats if you want to help us out, but any way you want to support the channel, it definitely helps. How are you, Dottie? Let's get to see you. I'm loving the hair today.
Thank you, Adam. I'm doing really good. I can't wait to hopefully take your crown this time around.
Yeah, you feeling kind of salty, girl. You kind of mad about my prediction for Cody. So someone's ready to get this crown. We'll see if it's gonna be you. We'll see.
I'm just messing with you.
I know, girl. Indi's not here today, but we do have Indi's predictions, so it should be interesting to see how the four-way goes for us here, especially with some of our picks here. We only have 4 matches. We do have sort of interlude, if you will, or intermission with the Grayson Waller effect, as he's going to be interviewing Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, so that should be interesting to see how that turns out. But we'll see if the Elimination Chamber has any twists and turns before we get to WrestleMania. I know, Dotsley, you said you weren't super pumped about this one, huh?
No, I'm not really pumped for Elimination Chamber. I feel like this is kind of just a pit stop to WrestleMania. I mean, they haven't really sold me this pay-per-view. Like, you get me? Like, nothing that's really happened much is like, oh my God, Chamber. I guess it's also too because of the huge time difference. For you guys, it's 4 a.m. For me, it's 2 a.m.
I get you. Yeah, so you're not even going to be able to really watch it, huh?
No.
I get you. Well, thank you so much, Josh, for taking one for the team, as Dantila said. We definitely appreciate it. Sure. But I guess, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into it, man. We'll see how this turns out. I don't know the order in which we're going to do it, but of course, we'll give you guys our predictions and then, of course, our confidence points as well. And look, we always want to know your guys' thoughts. At the end of the day, these are just our A-plus opinions, but we always want to know yours. Give your predictions in the comment section box below, guys. And let's go ahead and kick this off. First match. Ladies first, Elimination Chamber. I will say I have really enjoyed a lot of the qualifying matches for the women's side and the men's side also. And we've got Liv Morgan, we got Raquel Rodriguez, Naomi certainly back. She's in here. We got Becky. I think this is her first Elimination Chamber, if I'm not mistaken. We also got Bianca and Tiffany Stratton, which is a nice addition in here, honestly, fresh off of NXT. We'll see how she handles her very first Elimination Chamber, really on a big stage. They've really kind of thrusted her kind of into the spotlight here. So let's go ahead and kick this off, y'all. Ladies first, Datila. When it comes to, first off, how have you liked the qualifying matches? How have you liked this little build up here? And then feel free to give us who you think is going to win.
I like the build up. I have, I think it's been a pretty decent build. And as far as I think is going to win, I think it's pretty obvious Becky Lynch is taking this. Although you could make an argument for Liv Morgan. I just feel like the fact that Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley haven't had a one-on-one match and they haven't interacted, I could see Becky Lynch taking this.
Gotcha. Okay, Becky Lynch for Datila. And you know what? I will go with Becky Lynch too here. They definitely have been teasing the face off. I mean, my goodness, if the kickoff for WrestleMania wasn't like a huge sell as to her eventually facing Rhea Ripley for the title, it definitely very much I feel the vibes that Becky Lynch is probably going to be walking out of here. I will be interested to see what the order is for a lot of these ladies coming in, if Becky's going to start off or if she will be in one of the pods. But I do think the man, Becky Lynch, pulls this one off. So I got Becky too here. Who do you got, Josh?
Same thing. I mean, they're telling the story of, Becky and Rhea. I mean, if Becky was injured, if Becky was out, I could see them going for Liv Morgan. But again, it's going to have to be the man's going to have her spot at WrestleMania. It's one of those, especially being the 40th anniversary. You got to kind of go with the big guns here. I mean, again, I'm honestly, I'm surprised we're not getting some random person back like Trish showing up or something. So I go with Becky.
We got Indi here, who's given us our first sort of wrench in the plans for WrestleMania. He actually has Raquel Rodriguez coming out with the victory in here. His confidence points are pretty telling on this one, though, as he has only one confidence point for Raquel. But look, if you're going to make a big swing like that, I do not blame him for only using one confidence point on that one. And you guys know I love me some Raquel Rodriguez. I constantly always pick her if I see her in a match. Really hoping that she gets a good push one day. So I don't blame him for that one. But Datila, what is your confidence points for Becky winning this one?
I'm gonna go with a 3. I think for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3 also on this one.
Same.
I love it. All right. So 3 Becky Lynches, 1 Raquel going to WrestleMania.
Indi better pray to the wrestling gods, Moose and JBL. That
Man,
wins.
I tell you, if this is the first match and Raquel wins, I'm just gonna throw my hands up like, damn it, just do just messed up everything for me. Next up, the next match I have on the card here, the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships, as we've got Judgment Day, the champions, and Damian Priest and Finn Balor facing up against the what didn't they come up with a name just recently?
New Catch Republic.
New Catch Republic. Yeah.
New Catch Republic, as we got Tyler Bate and the new and improved Pete Dunne here. I got to be honest. I love Tyler Bate. I don't know if I need a switch up here, like personality wise. I mean, I get it worked for him in NXT, but I'm going to be interested to see how him and Pete Dunne fare with one another. I've really liked their matches so far. I mean, they've got clearly a huge history together, coming up from NXT UK, and Tyler Bate recently over on NXT. He clearly has gotten the call up to SmackDown. It's a combo that I like. It's just I don't want to say it's an odd pairing. It's just a clash of personalities, I guess, when I see them. So we'll see how this turns out for them. But they've been on a rampage. They clearly qualified for this match. So we'll see if we got ourselves new tag team champions. Here, I will go first. I'm going to go ahead and stick with Judgment Day on this one. I think that they carry these titles into WrestleMania. There is a part of me that wants to say, with everything that's been going on with R-Truth, and mind you, look, I'm rocking the Judgment Day t-shirt. My girlfriend got this for me for Valentine's Day. It just came in. I figured if there's any time to wear it, tonight was the night. And of course, can't forget
All Rise.
R-Truth in there
All right.
as well.
What did he tell Damian Priest? You're not nice about it, Damian.
Exactly.
If anything, I will be interested if there's any R-Truth antics in here. Like if there is a concern that I have for me, it's the idea of maybe R-Truth costing them the match, which I don't think it's too crazy to say, but I have a feeling. For some strange reason, I have a feeling that we're leading to Damian Priest and Finn Balor maybe facing R-Truth and The Miz at WrestleMania for the tag team titles. So I think they're going to hold on to it and barely escape here. So give me Judgment Day over the New Catch Republic. What about you, Josh? Who you got?
Yeah, it's got to be the Judgment Day. I mean, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate kind of remind me in a way of like Al Snow and Steve Blackman's pairing way back in the day. That, you got the serious character and you got, Tyler Bate's kind of the chill, just,
It's a good comparison.
Yeah. I mean, again, but the Tyler Bate of today is not the same Tyler Bate that we got, when NXT UK first started. It was a totally different thing. So it can work, but they're going to have to need some more time, I think, to do it. I honestly, I was surprised they were placed in this spot. I really expected DIY instead. So that really shocked me that they actually won. That would have been, I thought, a better match. Judgment Day is going to take it. I mean, it's just going to be a thing because, again, I think R-Truth and The Miz, as much as I don't want The Miz and them to team up again, I think it'll take him. I'd rather have like a John Cena cameo because his childhood hero is John Cena. Why not tell the story of him and his childhood hero becoming champions, right? But yeah, I mean, it's got to be Judgment Day. It make no sense otherwise.
Gotcha. Dantila, who do you got for this one?
Great minds think alike. I also got Judgment Day. As you guys said, I think they retain because I think it's gonna be Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth. Awesome Truth are the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to Balor and Priest's Usos. So that match is definitely happening.
Oh, you think so? Okay, I was just taking a stab in the dark, but okay, I like it. And for those of you wondering, Indi also picked Judgment Day for this one, so a clean sweep. Everybody thinks Judgment Day is certainly walking out. I do think this is going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to it, honestly.
I will say, the last time I rooted for Judgment Day, they cost me money.
Oh, see, you gotta stop playing some money on things, girl.
My mom, I don't know if I told you this story, but my mom bet. Remember when Cody and Jay fought Judgment Day for the tag titles? I was rooting for Judgment Day, and my mom bet $20 on Cody and Jay, and I was like, "There's no way that Cody and Jay are gonna win," and they ended up winning. I was so bad.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna lose $20, it might as well be to your mom. I hope she spent that on dinner for everybody. So
she said I ended up owing her $80.
That's so funny. Family. All right, some confidence points here. I've already used my 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll give my 2 here. Give me my 2 here.
This is my 2 as well.
Same here.
And Indi has his 3 on here. This is Indi's 3.
Oh, Indi has 3?
Yeah, he has 3 on Judgment Day.
Okay. And you're saying it at 2?
Yeah, this will be my 2. This one isn't necessarily a match, but we should talk about this Grayson Waller effect that's going to be here at for the Elimination Chamber. I'm definitely expecting some surprises. I'm kind of curious if maybe this turns into like an ensemble or the assembly of Cody Rhodes's Avengers here. I wonder if maybe everybody will eventually come out that's going to support him. There's a part of me here, guys, I'm not going to lie, where I'm under the impression, well, I don't know if The Rock flew to Perth or anything like that, but I don't know why I'm expecting a face-off. I don't know why I'm under the impression that maybe The Rock and Roman Reigns will be at Perth, and they'll end up confronting Cody and Seth Rollins to give us another moment sort of leading into WrestleMania. That would be my prediction of what's going to go down here, unless Austin Theory comes out and then Grayson and them, and we get ourselves an impromptu match. But Seth Rollins is still injured, so he's clearly not going to be wrestling or anything like that. Do you guys think we'll have the Bloodline maybe with The Rock show up here, or do you think this is just going to be a traditional Grayson Waller effect?
No, something's definitely going to go down. Paul Heyman was seen talking to Grayson Waller on SmackDown, so I do think something's going to go down.
Introduction of a new member, maybe?
If only. Why not?
We'll see, but it should be interesting to see what. Look, I love Grayson Waller. By the way, did you guys see the Austin Theory video of them in Perth confronting the interviewer that was talking about wrestling this fake?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I saw that. Handing him his ass too. He sure did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I see Austin Theory getting a lot of respect from people on social media because of that. So.
I thought was interesting, just to add a little tagline to this kind of interview. Say that we do get the Rock and Reigns versus Rollins and Cody, on night 1. I thought it was interesting because if you go back all the way to WrestleMania 1, it was the babyface team of Mr. T in Hollywood being the faces. Now it's switched over to where now Rock is the quote-unquote Hollywood guy, but it's a heel. So I don't know. I just thought that was a unique little twist to the original. If they do it again, I don't know. But, if they do, I thought that was a cool little twist now that it's different.
Man, The Rock really trashed Utah. He
He did.
was like,
my girlfriend was dying laughing. I don't know if she's ever been exposed to Hollywood Rock or when he was in it as this heel version, but she was absolutely loving it.
That's what
I didn't understand the references, but I was like, oh my god, this sounds so bad right now.
I mean, look, I know that he's an actor, and I know he's got to sell, but there's sometimes I wonder, like, how personal is The Rock taking this? Like, are you guys under the impression that this was always the plan originally?
No.
Right? This doesn't feel like it was originally the plan. Like, they really did divert after the pushback that they wind up getting. And because he seems like he's pretty salty about it. I mean, he points out the idea like, you guys missed out on the opportunity to have The Rock and Roman Reigns, the greatest match. Like, he really felt like super salty about it. And I wonder if he is taking it a little personal, and maybe that's where that extra punch came in, or if he's just being The Rock and selling it like he's supposed to as a wrestler and as an actor,
I don't. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't think this was the original plan. I think that they're gonna do Roman versus Rock, and thank God for this new administration, because the old administration would have said F the fans and would have stuck to doing Roman versus Rock. But it's not that I didn't want Roman versus Rock. I wouldn't have mind Roman versus Rock. It's just the way that they were doing it. It's the execution. If Rock would have been in that Rumble and won, I would have been like, oh, great. They're doing Roman versus Rock, but whatever. I would have accepted it and been like, okay, let's just get this out of the way. But it's just the fact that Cody Rhodes won the Rumble and then they were trying to do Rock versus Roman. So that was my biggest issue with it. I don't mind the match. It's just the execution.
And I will say, I'm not the biggest. I feel like that's the narrative that they're pushing, is the idea of like, I feel like they're trying to push the narrative that, the fans have been asking for this for years, and now that they get it, they don't want it. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, I think we all want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns, but again, it is very much the execution and the way that they played this out when they've been building to somebody else's story for such a long time. It just felt like it came, I don't want to say out of left field, because they have dropped hints here and there, but it's like, bro, we've been asking for this for a couple of years already, and now you want to give it to us? So I just felt like the execution and timing, like you said, Datila, is really the narrative, but I feel like they're trying to twist it around a little bit more than what it is. But what are your thoughts, Josh?
When I started hearing the Rocky sucks, I was like, okay, when is the Rocky die chant starting? Because that really, but if you think about it, I just watched his documentary just on accident the other day, and he said that's kind of what put a fuel in his fire. So really, I don't think this was the original plan. I think really they probably were shocked. It was like, oh, people actually give a damn that Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story. I mean, to me, I checked out after 39, but I think had they jumped on Rock and Roman last year and had it to where maybe Cody Rhodes, I don't know whether The Rock cost him or not. I don't know. I think they basically had to pivot, because otherwise people were going to, take over the show over Cody Rhodes again. I don't get it, but
they were already hijacking the show on the Raw after.
Yeah,
they were hijacking the show.
But see, the reports is they gave out those papers.
I don't know. I heard that some fan was passing them. I heard a fan was passing them out. So I don't know.
That's great. That's even better.
Do you think we'll eventually get The Rock versus Roman?
I think that if they build it correctly, I think it'll happen next year. And next year's WrestleMania, I think whatever happens at this year's WrestleMania is definitely going to be in prelude to Rock versus Roman.
Or maybe that's something that they even hold maybe not even having to want to wait a whole year, but maybe they push it to something like SummerSlam.
I
You know,
was hoping that
you
Cena.
talked about the idea of like maybe reversing it last time. You know, if they did have Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, maybe Cody versus Reigns at SummerSlam,
Mhm.
maybe they'll reverse it now. But
Yeah.
I'm
who knows?
hoping for
That is a WrestleMania match for sure though.
I'm hoping for Cody and Gunther at SummerSlam. Gunther just, I don't know. I have my own plans.
No,
for
I would like to see it. I would like to see Gunther as the IC champion against, if possible. I don't know who his WrestleMania opponent is, but I think it would be cool title, not title for title, but just title versus title, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. We're getting ahead of ourselves here when it comes to
Yeah.
SummerSlam, but so we'll see how this turns out. But I would definitely want to pick your guys' brain on the situation with The Rock. I'm glad I love this version of The Rock for sure.
Me
So
too.
we'll see how the road to WrestleMania continues here. But next up, let's get into this next match, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get into the men's elimination chamber. We got some heavy hitters in here. We got some big boys: Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. You got the U.S. champion here and Logan Paul that qualified. Kevin Owens, who's got a little bit of a beef with Logan Paul after losing his match with him, and of course L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
As he's in this match also. So some big names, man. I'm glad. First off, I love me some Bobby Lashley, so I'm glad that he's in here. I just want to see these three huge dudes wreck shop, to be quite frank with you. But hopefully this is going to be a pretty good one. I expect some antics here, some impressive stuff here from Logan Paul. But we'll see how it goes, guys. Let's get into the men's elimination chamber. Datila, what? Josh, are you? Josh is up next.
Mhm.
Who do you got for this one, Josh?
I think based on what they're building, I think Drew McIntyre takes it. I think to me, it's a great story. I love the idea that he was the stolen. His moment was stolen at WrestleMania. I mean, I remember way back when I did feel bad for him because I thought, gosh, his moment he does it in front of nobody, beats Brock Lesnar, or he who shall not be named. I guess now we'll call him, like Voldemort. But no, I think Drew takes it. I think Drew completely runs the field, and I think it really sets up. Even if he, let's say, he wins or loses, it really sets up when Punk comes back. So I'll take Drew on this one.
You think he comes out in the first two, or do you think he's in the pod?
For his character, I would think he's like 4 or 5. I wouldn't say he's the 6th one. I would say maybe 4th. I'm going to take a guess on that one. I don't think he'll be the first 2.
Gotcha. Dante, what about you? Who you got for this one?
Drew McIntyre. I got Drew winning this as well. It suits his character, and Drew Steph will probably get his WrestleMania moment that he was so rubbed off, robbed off.
Whoa, wrong show.
Look,
you're watching the wrong show, Datila.
He was robbed off in 2020. There. Okay.
He's gonna finish the story now.
Did he face for the title that following WrestleMania?
Yeah, he did, and he lost to Bobby Lashley.
Yep,
that's right. He was champion going into that.
No, Lashley was champion. He was defending against Drew, and Drew lost.
Okay, gotcha. That's right. Because I was like, I thought I remember him facing for the title at a WrestleMania in front of a crowd. But he did. Okay, so he did lose that one.
You know what's funny though? Michael Cole called him a hypocrite because the Bloodline got involved in his match, and he took advantage of that.
Yeah. What do you say, Josh?
I thought that was great. Make use of it. Why not?
Why not?
In the chamber and it gets you to beat Cody. Why not?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna go Drew here also. I would agree with you. I really enjoy the storyline, him putting Punk on the shelf sort of thing, him getting his opportunity to shine in front of a live crowd that he missed out on his opportunity for. He has been a great. He talks about himself being kind of the workhorse. I love the pocket that Drew McIntyre is in right now. And I think fans are really feeding off of it. He's great on the mic. Besides being opposite of LA Knight, was it on SmackDown? I think they had a little scuttle with each other, and I think LA Knight might have gotten the upper hand. But outside of that, I think Drew can honestly hang with anybody on the mic. So I think he's in a really good position to carry that title once again. So I think Drew's got a ton of momentum, and I think this is just going to propel him even further. So yeah, give me Drew McIntyre here for the win. Which are confident. Oh, before we get into that, Indi also has Drew for
This
his.
is no fun. We have all same answers now.
Yeah, this is gonna be. We might have to do some extra points here soon. But yeah, Indi had. Well, somebody did change. Well, Indies are different because Indi did have at least Raquel, so he did change it for women's chamber. But the three of us so far have the same. But yeah, he picks Drew as well. So clean sweep here for Drew. Confidence points for you, Josh.
4. I was going to say, let's add a wrinkle. Who are going to be the final 2? We all picked Drew. That's fine. But who is he going to face off at the end? Might be some little fun wrinkle. My bet is he will face. I'm going to go with. I'll say Orton.
What about you, Daciela?
I say Lashley. I think it makes the most sense. Because, like we just talked about, Lashley beat Drew McIntyre to retain his title at WrestleMania 37.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Orton here too. I think it's Orton. I was thinking Lashley too, Daciela. But I'm gonna go Orton on that one. All right. Last but not least, because as Daciela once said, mommy is always on top. She's going to be here in Perth, her hometown. She's been boasting about it ever since the kickoff. She's got a big challenge ahead of her. They've been building up this Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley match for some time now. These two behemoth of women are going to be just destroying each other in this match. This should definitely be an interesting one. I don't know if it's going to be a good one, but it'll be interesting to certainly say the least. But yeah, we got ourselves some heavy hitters here, which I do think this might end up being the main event. But since mommy's on top, Daciela, you go first.
First of all, I wouldn't mind if this main event is Rhea Ripley's home country, hometown. She's the only, aside from Grayson Waller, she's the only Australian on this card that has a match. I'm surprised they didn't put Bronson Reed or Indi Hartwell in any of these matches.
Poor Bronson. He had a good reason too. Poor guy.
Yeah, definitely. But as Adam said, I have to pick Rhea. Mommy's always on top. I'm betting it on Rhea, so off my 4 confidence points to Rhea.
What did you have for Drew?
1.
Oh, you left it here for 4 for. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Betting it on Rhea.
I like it. All right. I guess for me, y'all, I'm taking a swing. Since we all have the same matches here, all the same predictions. Not me this time, baby.
Oh, no.
Not me this time. Look, a couple of things here, okay? I think this is going to be Clash at the Castle all over again. We had Drew go into there. We thought to himself, he's in his hometown, or at least in his home area. He's walking out the champion. There's no way Roman Reigns is winning this match. And Roman Reigns wins the match. They clearly do not mind the idea of somebody in their home country taking an L here. And there was a very fascinating shot on Monday Night Raw like a week or two ago where you had Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, and Becky Lynch. And there's a part of me that thinks to myself, as much as we want ourselves to have Becky versus Rhea at WrestleMania, there's a part of me that thinks it's going to be a triple threat match. And look, if you've got an unstoppable force like Nia Jax, who has yet to win the world championship ever. I mean, clearly she is stoppable. She cannot have that name if she's not going to win the championship at some point in time. So I think Nia Jax surprises us all. I'm sorry, Perth, you're going to be disappointed. People are going to be crying, I'm sure. But there's got to be some sort of shakeup headed in. This is the road to WrestleMania. This is the last stop. Let's shake things up here a little bit. Even if this is just a 1-month reign for Nia, at least you can say she was a former champion at some point in time. Who knows? I think Rhea Ripley loses the title. She does not walk into WrestleMania. She's got a bone to pick with Nia. Becky clearly has a bone to pick with Nia also. And these 3 women clash at WrestleMania. I'm going with Nia Jax, baby. Book it.
God
No,
damn, Adam
you
sounds
know what?
insane.
It's funny. You literally took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say the same thing. And Triple H has been talking about it's going to be a historic night. You know what? At this point, why they're pushing Nia, I don't know. This is where Awesome Kong should have been, I think, years ago. But you know what? Just go ahead and have Solo spike the crap out of Rhea and just have her go in the damn bloodline. Just why not? Hoodie and all. Let's just do it. Let's just have a repeat of Clash at the Castle. I think Nia takes it because for whatever reason, there's an obsession with Nia wanting to do it. I just hope, as Steven Richards said on his podcast, girl, hold the damn rope when you're going to go down on Rhea. Don't hurt her. Oh,
yeah, don't hurt her.
Horrible. I mean, again, yeah, but it makes sense. I mean, again, there's always twists and turns, as they say, on the road to WrestleMania. And why not have something shocking happen? Because everybody's going to bet on her winning. So, and WWE's penchants for having people lose in their hometown is a lot higher, even from the previous administration. It was just kind of guaranteed. So,
wow, I wasn't expecting that, Josh. I honestly
Me
thought
neither.
I was gonna be solo on this pick.
It only happened because I was just recently watching just some old WWE pay-per-views, like Austin and Angle, and I thought, okay, they had and same with Cena and Edge. If you think about it, when they were going for the world title in Boston, Cena lost. And same in Toronto, Edge lost. So why not add a little bit of intrigue to WrestleMania? Because she's been champ long enough at this point.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Australians be angry?
Whew. I mean, look, we're probably never gonna come back, so it's okay. They'll forgive us by the time we come back. And Indi's going with Dattila here. Not for Dattila to win the match, but he's going with Rhea to win the match.
Mommy's always on top.
Dattila will be champion one day. So he's gonna go with Rhea Ripley also. What's your confidence points for that, Dattila? Oh, you said 4 for you, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be my one. This is gonna be my one.
So you're putting 4 on Drew then?
Yeah, I've got 4 on Drew.
Same
and
here.
I've got 1 on Nia.
What about you, Josh?
Same, 4 on Drew, 1 on Nia.
Okay, and then what does Indi have?
Rhea's got Rhea. Indi's got 4 on Rhea.
Okay.
Damn, we might end up.
Hold on, let me back up. Let me go for a swing here. Let me switch those because why the hell not? Let me make it a 1 on Drew and a 4 on Nia. Why?
Oh, you're putting it all on Nia? Okay.
All right. So quick update, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you last minute type of thing. As Dattila was thankful enough to be watching the press conference for Elimination Chamber that's currently going on in Perth. Damn time zones. But they actually added an additional match to Elimination Chamber, a kickoff match. We officially have a new match that's been added. Let me go ahead and pull this up here for you guys. For the kickoff show, we're actually going to be having the Women's Tag Team Championship match on the line. The champions, Kabuki Warriors, facing off against Candice, LaRae, and Indi Hartwell. So they are, in fact, going to be added to this. So you know what? That just means an additional prediction for us, baby. So another match for us to certainly break down and talk about for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this matchup. An interesting twist and dilemma here to have this match on the card. Indi Hartwell, isn't she from Australia too, or am I tripping?
No, she's from Australia.
So they want to go ahead and put somebody else from Australia on the match. I don't think Candice LaRae is, though, right? She's like Chicago or something, right? Okay. So you just mentioned that too, Dotsla, at the beginning, the idea that you were surprised that there were some people that weren't on the card that were from Australia, and boom, you got your wish. So we'll see how this one turns out. It'll be interesting. This is very much last minute, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what these predictions are like. But Datila, ladies first. Do you want to go first on this one?
Okay, I'll go first. Oh God, this was hard looking at it real quick because on one hand, I was thinking about our conversation earlier. Like, crap, would they really make Indi Hartwell lose in her home country? Or would they give her a moment? For sure, WrestleMania is gonna be Io Sky versus Bayley, and that we'll talk more about that when we get to WrestleMania predictions. But I question what the direction of the women's tag titles are. I really do. And I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all. But I could maybe see Bayley costing the Kabuki Warriors the titles here. And it is their home country. I'm going to go with Candice LaRae and Indi Hartwell. And I'm going to that is my one. I'm not confident.
I like it. I like it. I like it. You know what, Datila? I agree with you. I too am gonna go Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell because of the fact that I have Rhea losing. I think this is a great spot to have somebody from Australia winning. And also on top of that, Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae have been former women's tag team champions before in the past, if I'm not mistaken. They have held these belts. So it's not like they do not have any sort of tag team chemistry involved in here whatsoever. I do think something's going to happen here, either Bayley or Dakota, maybe to like prove her loyalty to Bayley. I don't know. I do think that something will happen here, though, to cost the Kabuki Warriors the championship, and they haven't really been doing much with the you're right, Dacia. The tag team championships for the women are just back and forth, like a roulette wheel sort of thing, like who's gonna win this week sort of thing, right? I do think the Kabuki Warriors get dethroned here, and we have new tag team champions in the women's division, Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. I'm gonna give this one my 2. I think this is where I was gonna put my 2.
Okay.
Josh?
I'm going to take a swing for the fences, I guess. I mean, you know what? Look, screw Perth at this point. You got to keep it on the Kabuki Warriors. I'll be heartbroken if they lose. I'm sorry, but I cannot. I mean, I understand the storyline, but if you're going to do that, that's more of a main show thing more than taking your Royal Rumble winner, if I can say it right, and putting her on the pre-show. I think it's got to be dominant. I think they've just got to, I'm sorry, guys. Kabuki Warriors are my new, favorite thing to watch. The Damage Triad, as I call them, screw Damage. Both Damage Triad within 3, because Dakota Kai's made her choice, and I'm glad for it because they're the 3 best things going for me. So I've got to say that I think there may be an altercation, but I still think the Kabuki Warriors will go into WrestleMania because they got to have some big title change, and I don't think Indi and Candice are it. They just have not gotten when they were the way, I guess it made more sense, but now they're kind of just throwaways. This would have been more something that maybe a triple threat with Piper Niven, or maybe they do the Katana Chance and whatever the hell her name is, Caden Carter. So I got to go with Kabuki. They got to keep them. I'll be.
And what was your confidence? You're putting all your confidence points on them?
Oh, yeah.
The 5 for you?
Nobody's ready for Austin. Kyrie, I see you, Kyrie. So no, I think they got to keep them.
And Indi also picked the Kabuki Warriors, and he too is going all in for 5 on this one also. So you guys think this is probably like a squash match, like a showcase match type of thing.
You know what's funny is that it all comes down to the women's matches for predictions. It's all the women's matches.
It's gonna be good stuff, man. I think a lot's gonna be on the line. But it's actually another bump in the road here for the road to WrestleMania. So I'm kind of glad that they added this one, at least to give some extra talent showcase at Perth. So just another reason to get up earlier to watch this match on the KickOff show.
I'm ready. I am ready. I'm ready. Nobody else might be, but I sure am.
Yeah, you better have like that coffee spiked with some sort of alcohol, brother.
I don't even drink coffee, so I mean that's gonna be really fun. I'm not even a coffee drinker, so I'm going to be good.
But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Last minute addition to Elimination Chamber. You got our predictions. We need to know yours. So we appreciate you guys certainly sticking around for this last minute update and the wrap up of our prediction show. But look, guys, these are just our A+ opinions. We want to know yours. Let your thoughts be known in the comment section box below. Your predictions for Elimination Chamber, and we'll definitely see you later on this weekend for our review. I meant to do this last time, but Datila, if people want to find you on social media, where can they find you?
They can follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you call it these days, at @Till_. I cover Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, and Friday Night SmackDown. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will finally start covering NXT.
We're going to put a link in the description box below for her YouTube channel, Rangers of Wrestling. Go ahead and check it out and subscribe, guys. Mr. Gamer Peroski, where can people find you, Josh?
That's it. You can find me on X at Gamer Peroski. That's pretty much all. Hopefully, can start doing review of NXT too. So
I might just start you a WrestleManiacs podcast Twitter account and give it to you, so you can post wrestling news throughout the week if you want to. I don't know how often you're on Twitter, but
I can get on the Twitter. It's fine. I'm like an old man now, but I'll get on. I'll get hit to the.
I'll get on the Twitter.
I'll get on the Twitter. The X. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. But guys, if you want to follow us at A+ Opinions everywhere on social media, we'll put links in the description box below for you guys as well. But until next time, enjoy Elimination Chamber, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Until then, do me a big favor: take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A+. We'll talk to you later. Bye.